Hey, today is May 27th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick. He's Bob Ramsey, brought to you by Munganast St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. As you can see from Rammer in the background, he's on the road somewhere in Oklahoma. Rammer, what's going on?
Well, construction traffic always makes things a little more stressful, but we're getting through it and almost to Texas, going to visit our oldest son. And I got my, can you see that? Got my hat, got my Hockey Man Blues t-shirt. It's game day for the Blues. And obviously it's Cardinals game day, and that's why we're here.
It should be a fun atmosphere in Busch Stadium tonight if the Blues can score early. I was at the game on Monday, and during the game, when if you're heading down to the ballpark or if you're worried about how to finalize it, they put on one of the boards around the stadium. They put the score. They put the clock up there. And it is, I will tell you, it is a fun atmosphere at the stadium when you see that number for the Blues, because the Blues scored first on Monday. It changes to 1, and then I noticed it. I turned to my son. I say, hey, Blues scored. And then, like, people around you go, oh, yeah, they did. And then you start to hear the little smattering of it spreads throughout the entire stadium. And then in between innings, they actually showed the highlight of the goal, the first goal scored. So they do a very good job of keeping you up to date at the game, at the Cardinal game. So hopefully we get a Cardinal win and a Blues win tonight for the game. Hey, before we get to those lineups, do want to hear from our friends Rammer at Royal Banks.
Royal Banks of Missouri. Well, Royal Banks of Missouri is not in Oklahoma, but in St. Louis, on the east side, in Granite City and Jerseyville, and in northeast Missouri, you will find Royal Banks branches. And in each and every one of them, just like they've been doing it for the last 50 years plus, each one feels like your local bank. Royal Banks of Missouri, where better service means better banking.
Rammer, we are what, an hour and a half at 7:15 start time. It's 5:30 right now, and the Brewers have not put out a lineup yet for the game tonight. Brandon Woodruff against Dakota Hudson. It's it seems too close to the start of the game to not have a lineup yet for Milwaukee.
Well, it's clear Craig Counsell's a coward. I don't think there's any question about it. He's afraid to give the lineup. He knows the Cardinals' intel is superior, and the matchups will be created instantly by computer and Ollie Marmol, and he's afraid. He's afraid to give that information. That
sounds about right. Yesterday, after we were done with the show, it was announced that Josh Hader was reinstated after being away from the family medical emergency list, and we saw him come in and close down the game yesterday. Rammer, this is the second time this season that the Cardinals have put their big bats up to the plate against Josh Hader in the 9th inning, and Josh Hader gets the best of them. He's a scary closer. I mean, you just give credit where credit's due. He is one of the best closers in Major League Baseball today, and that's twice now the Cardinals have gone up with the top of their lineup against him in the 9th and haven't been able to get a run.
Well, singling out the Cardinals is not really fair. Put every team on that list.
Yeah.
I mean, he's that good. The key for the Cardinals, though, one of the things I saw all night, and I appreciate aggressiveness, I've got a T-shirt that says lay off the alto queso, meaning lay off the high cheese. And all night long, and especially late, the Cardinals kept the Brewers' plan was obvious to take the Cardinals up the ladder. And the fellas need to lay off the high cheese.
Out as they face Brandon Woodruff. I'll have some stats on Woodruff here in just a second, but very similar to what we saw last night. Tommy Edman leads off at shortstop. Paul Goldschmidt's at first. Nolan Arenado at third. Albert Pujols DHing. Juan Yepez in left. Nolan Gorman at second. Andrew Kisner behind the plate. Lars Newtbar gets the start tonight in right field, and Harrison Bader is in center field. Kind of the what we've seen out of the team when they face a new notice. Nolan Gorman has been removed from that 2 spot. He's now dropped down to 6, and Brendan Donovan gets a day off. Brendan Donovan, at some point, I mean, he's been moved all over the field here for the last few weeks. Probably a scheduled day off for a guy that's worked his way into a regular spot in the Cardinals lineup.
Joe, a couple of things. One is Donovan and Yepes. Strikeouts started to mount up a little bit, but they weren't the only guys. So let's keep an eye on that. The other thing, the Cardinals lost by a run, and really, look, no team is perfect. But when you pride yourself on playing truly great defense, ball drops early between Sosa and Yepes in shallow left field. Neither of the players' faults. That was a shift error, and that goes to management. And their shift, whatever they use to decide their shifting, that goes to management. And then Sosa made an error that hurt later in the game. Errors are going to be made, and so you got to live with it. But boy, that losing one to the shift there that cost you a run, that bothers you. So you got to clean that up, especially when you're playing the first place team.
Absolutely. The Cardinals tonight, they're going against Brandon Woodruff, a very, very good pitcher for the Brewers. Struggling just a little bit, though, this year. When you look at his numbers, 5-2 on the season. That ERA is above 4.5 at 4.75. This will be his 9th start of the season, averaging a whip of 1.2 on the year. Has been an All-Star twice, was 5th in the Cy Young last year, and very well deserved last year for the numbers that he put out there. He's going to strike guys out. He is always been a strikeout pitcher, and he's a guy that, you talk about being aggressive. The Cardinals need to be aggressive against him. Don't let it get to those 2 strike counts. He's going to be coming at you with that fastball. Just try to hit it hard, and try to jump on Brandon Woodruff early in the game today.
And I'll repeat my motto for the weekend: lay off the Alto Queso.
The Cardinals this weekend, they will face Adrian Hauser tomorrow afternoon. Matthew Libator on the mound making his 2nd start. And then on Sunday, it'll be Miles Michaelis, who I would imagine, unless there's an injury I'm not familiar with, I would imagine it's Corbin Burns on the mound for the Brewers, unless he's hurt, and I have just completely missed that. But he should be on regular rest. Yeah, he should be on regular rest to start against the Cardinals on Sunday, unless there's just something I'm completely missing there with him.
Yeah, pitching is the Brewers' strength, so you got to find a way to score. Their offense is actually helping the Cardinals, so you got to take advantage of it. You've got to scratch across some runs, and that's why the defensive side is more important than ever this weekend.
Hey, a few news and notes as we try to give you each and every Friday here on the show. Yesterday, we had an old friend alert with Matt Carpenter back in Major League Baseball with the Yankees. The news there is that he had to shave the beard, so now just kind of going Don Mattingly mustache, maybe a Tom Selleck mustache, Mr. Baseball with Matt Carpenter. Hey, how about this though? Carlos Martinez in the news. 80-game suspension for PEDs. He was recently released by the Red Sox. I think also earlier this year released by the Giants organization, trying to catch on somewhere, and now a 80-game PED suspension. So I think we might be done with Carlos Martinez in Major League Baseball, at least for 2022, maybe beyond, if anybody wants to take a chance on the tsunami.
Well, I wish I had something separate to say. Ditto. Word for word what you said. It's probably done. Nobody's ever doubted his stuff, but I think his emotional maturity has always come back to bite him. And When he was good, he was pretty darn good, but he was his own worst enemy.
The looking around Major League Baseball at some of the other series going on this weekend, it should be the series started off a fun one yesterday in Anaheim. The Angels are hosting the Blue Jays, and yesterday you got to see Shohei Ohtani go head to head with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Vlad got the best of him, got a home run in that game yesterday. But to see those two guys going against each other, two of the stars of the game and a lot of star power in that series out there in LA between the Blue Jays and the Angels. So you have that series going on this weekend, and then also this weekend Rammer, it is the crosstown rivalry up in Chicago. Cubs and White Sox are going to be playing at Comiskey.
It'll be great to be there tonight in Chicago.
Rammer, it's a 2-game series. For some reason, Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball have decided to give both teams a day off tonight. The series will not start until tomorrow, a Saturday and Sunday series. So in lieu of the White Sox playing, the Royals an extra time this year and the Cubs playing the Reds an extra time this year, they're making it a 2-game series. If you are Jerry Reinsdorf, that series is on the south side, you have got to be just pissed off that you are losing all of that Friday night revenue around the ballpark, in the ballpark. You know that it's going to be packed 40,000 plus. I know it's standing room only tickets available for that. There is no reason, no matter the game, it could be the Pirates taking on, give me a shitty team from the AL West on a Friday night. You should never have a Friday night off in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre. You didn't even want to find a one-off somewhere. That's a hard one to figure, especially with a rivalry like that. And if you're going to take a day, I'd like to see the numbers. Do both of them play at home Monday? Would you be better off if somebody's going on the road to give them a getaway day on Sunday and get your Friday, Saturday? I don't know. You'd want to do a little demographic analysis if you had to take one of the weekend days off. I'm sure they did, but it's pretty bizarre.
Yeah, and actually, you mentioned that the Cubs and Brewers have a doubleheader on Monday. The White Sox are off on Monday. So the White Sox off on Friday, off on Monday. That's too close back-to-back off days or sandwiched around a series like that. We will be back with you on Monday to look ahead at the Padres series, Memorial Day edition of Daily Cards Live. We're going to come at you early on that one because that's an afternoon game with the Padres in town. Cardinals get 3 home series back to back. Another tough one coming in after that. Rammer, enjoy the weekend down in Texas. Hopefully you get some good barbecue while you're down there and have a safe trip back up. We will talk to you on Monday after a Cardinals and hopefully 2 Blues victories. That'd be nice. I want to see 4 victories out of the Cardinals and the Blues this weekend that we can talk about on Monday's show.
Sounds great. That is a plan from a Memorial Day weekend. I like it, Joe.
That's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. That is going to do it for our Friday edition of Daily Cards Live. We will talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
At St. Louis Acura, new inventory is arriving daily, both new and pre-owned. Our buying team adds a higher level of personalized service that others can't match. We sell over 100 pre-owned vehicles monthly, and many of these are matched by our buying teams in Missouri and Illinois. As new Acura production ramps up, be one of the lucky ones to try the newest Type S models now available. Performance has never been so stylish and comfortable. St. Louis Acura remains committed to becoming better than ever for you.